Hello, hello. I'm so super excited to be diving in with you guys today on doing some creative scrapbooking or for Tula 12 scrap pocketing. And this is a new product that Tula 12 has released for the month of September. And I am pumped to jump in and talk a little bit about it today. What I want to start with is this amazing bookmark. If you do not grab this, you can get it in the link to this video so that you can get your scrap pocket guide. It is 10 steps to putting together your scrap pocket. We're going to go through those 10 steps together. So if you haven't grabbed that, go ahead and grab it in the comments below and we will get started. So let me kind of walk you through what is included in the scrap pockets. So the step number one for doing some scrap pockets is to gather your supplies. So what are you going to need to do a little bit of scrap pocketing? What I love is that it's very, very simple. You're going to need the pockets. Let me tell you a little bit about these. So the pockets, there are 8 pages with 2 pockets per page, and they are double-sided to make 32 opportunities for you to store pockets in there. Okay. The next thing that you're going to need is obviously some pictures. I have some leftover pictures from conference that I'm going to be using. You're going to need some adhesive, and you're going to need one of the pocket scrap card kits. Right now, Tula 12 has 3 of them available. There's Everyday, which is black and white. There's the new Autumn Air, which has the new fall, and then Halloween, which is geared towards exactly that, Halloween. I'm going to be using the Everyday pocket scrap cards for this setup because I want to kind of introduce adding a little pop of color. So if you are not doing an autumn layout or a Halloween layout, this would be a great one for you to start with. And you can grab any of our deco kits to help you kind of add some little pops of color because everything in this scrap pocket set is black and white. So that's what you're going to need to get started. I have some other things laying over here, but we're going to set that aside until a little bit later when we talk about some other ways that you can to get into it. So the next thing you're going to do is choose your theme. And I mentioned that I am going to be doing the Everyday, but you could do Autumn Air, you could do Halloween. Those, again, are the 3 options that we have available. So I'm going to choose my theme. I'm going to be doing photos from conference, and we are going to be adding those in here. So step number 3, select your photos. These are a couple of the extra ones that I had left over. Thought it'd be really fun to just dive in and get these added in there. I know it is not a full collection, but it will get us started so you kind of know a little bit about what you're going to do. The next thing we're going to do is talk about arranging your layouts. So what that means with scrap pocketing is, and I'm going to show you really quickly what's in these kits before we get right into that. Each kit comes with 16 cards, and some of the cards have spaces for photos. Some of them are just backgrounds. You will see some of them have the quotes on them, so you can utilize those. You can also use these parts to write messages on. So these are what the Everyday kit looks like. It's got those nice backgrounds, fun photos, options. And then there is some extra little die cuts. So there's 6 of these, and these can be placed on top of these cards to make them pop out a little bit. So there's create and good vibes, just breathe, celebrate, be yourself. And then it also comes with 2 sticker sheets. So these are the 2 sticker sheets that come with it. So what I want to start thinking about is when I want to start diving into this, the first 2 pages are going to be just some introduction of what you're going to be sharing over the course. So I'm going to be thinking about which 2 of these cards can I use to really start diving into introducing the topic or what I'm going to be doing inside of this book. And I think that I'm going to start by just putting a basic card in there. So what I love about this is how simple it is. You just slide the card right into the pocket, and pocket number 1 is done. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. I'm going to go ahead and start thinking about how I want to implement these. And I think I'm going to add this one in first. That'll be like the first photo that you see. And we're going to probably need some kind of a paper cutter or a pair of scissors as well. I'm going to grab my small paper cutter because I don't need it to take up a lot of space. And I'm going to start by like just trimming this down a little bit. And we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because I want you guys to dive into all the things and start using your own products. But I am going to utilize this, and I'm going to put this on there as well. Okay, so here we are just diving in, and you will notice that, yes, I didn't trim the edges off this, and that's because I don't want to try to guess. I'm just going to utilize my scissors to cut it off the rest of the way. Scissors. Maybe I'll use my scissors. I did not get prepared with scissors because they were just sitting here on my desk. Wonder where they disappeared to. Oh, there they are. You guys have to watch me sort through that. There we go. All right, I don't know what my computer does. Every once in a while, it just decides to change my screen, and I don't want to do that. So, all right, so here we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and just add this to the top. This is how simple it is to do scrapbooking, or however you want to put it. And then we're going to go ahead and just add this first pocket in there, like so. So there is our very first 2 pages. Now, when I flip the next page, I'm going to have 4 places. And this is where you really want to kind of think about how you want to put together your layout. The great thing about the back of these cards is that you can do some actual journaling right on here. You can also journal in things like the storyteller insert. So you can include this and wrap this around so you can spend time telling in the storyteller insert. Here's some things about the storyteller insert. It has a place for you to write or add a big photo, and then you can do all of your messaging or your journaling along the side, or you can cut it up, cover it up, and have it be something that tells the story a little bit more in depth with a little bit more pictures and create an actual scrapbook. So this is a way that you could incorporate some extra in building your scrapbook just like this. You can also do this with a journal. Now I have a turtle medium journal like this, and I can incorporate that around these as well. So you can see this, it could be your scrapbook, and then you can just grab a medium pocket or a medium cover, and this one is just the mixed media. You can actually add a journal right inside like that, and then have your photo sleeve around the outside of it, and you can have everything tucked inside like so. Okay, so a couple of different ways that you can take your journaling to the next level, or your scrapbooking to the next level. Now, if you just want to let the pockets tell the story, then you can definitely utilize this as a place for you to write along the storyline as you go. So let's think about what we want to put on this next page. And this is where we're going to talk about 4 layouts. How can we incorporate those to make it look, cohesive? We could grab a couple of different photos. Let's see some different photos that I have. I kind of like the idea of incorporating some pictures. There is something good in every day. Oh, I like this. Let's put celebrate here. And then this one looks good for this. I'm going to kind of add Just kind of laying out some ideas as I go. And then let's incorporate this one just on a background like that. And then we can add a photo on there. Okay, so that's kind of what we're gonna work with for this. Let's see, create, just breathe, good vibes. Oh, I like that on here. Let's put that on there. Okay, so you can kind of see how that's going to work. So let's just go ahead and put the layout together, and then we can tuck them in the pockets as we get them done. So we're going to go ahead and flip to second page. We're going to add this in here. I'm going to go ahead and take this picture with Teresa. It's funny because at conference, they called us Wenrisa. I mean, I'll take it. She's a good person to have a nickname with. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and just cut off the edge. Don't need to make it difficult. And then I'm going to put this. And again, this is that second page. So we're going to slide this in here. All right. And then we want to kind of trim this just a little bit. Just a smidgen. Oh, I like this little crown idea. Okay, this is the second one on this side. And then the last one, we're just going to put this together. Like so. And we're going to add, I want to add this little sticker on here. And that's easy, right? That's all it takes is taking your photos, a little bit of extra adhesive, and you can really go on to continue to create some pretty amazing spreads right inside of your scrap pocket. And it was that simple. Let's talk about some other things that you could potentially do. And I mentioned using one of the kits. So let's go ahead and open up this kit and take a look, because I do have a couple more pictures that I can use. So I just want to think about different ways that you can use this particular kit to really dive in and do the most with. Let's see what's some fun things in here. I've never opened this kit before, so we're gonna kind of explore it together. This is the Pink Whimsy Fantasy Kit. So cute, a little teacup. Even if you're on the right track, you will get run over if you sit still. Would you, what does this say? Would you like an adventure, or would you like to have your tea first? Would you like an adventure? And oh, now I'm like, what does that say? Would you like to have your adventure now, or would you like your tea first? Oh, that's cute. Okay, so a couple of different things that we could do with this. Let's look at the papers. So I've got some spots, some burlap. Oh, I kind of like this lattice. That's a nice bright pattern to use. So is that stripe. I like the stripe and the white. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So what if we did kind of like this? And if if I trim this down just a smidgen, make this work as well. Sorry, you guys can't really see that. My camera cutting things off. Okay, so I could take this, and then I like this paper. So what I'm gonna do is tear this. I'm gonna add, see how I can just add a little stripe of color over there on that one side, like that. Or, oh, I like that too. I kind of like that better. Then it's not so busy. Okay, so I'm going to tear it the other way because I like that white line. Even though we're not going to use all of this paper right this second. I'm going to go ahead and add my photo. And determine where I want that to be. Because remember, I can cut off all the edges. So all right, and then we can trim this off. So see how easy it is to add just a little bright pop of color into your scrap pockets as well, even if you are just using the black and white. And then I can add a sticker in here. Ooh, I like this. Let's do it. Let's add this little thing in here. Okay, so there I've taken it and I've just added a little spice of color by using the deco kit, and you can do that with any of the kits that we have available. It does not have to be necessarily this particular set. And see, I could even take this sticker and add that on here as well. And that's a deco kit sticker. So then I have that little bit of pink in there, and I can go ahead and open up the next page and I can add this in here as well. All right, so let's go look at our steps and see how we did. So gather your supplies. We did that. Choose a theme. We decided to use the everyday, and we selected our photos. We took some time to arrange our layout. So we kind of laid out how we wanted to do it. And we added background elements. So background elements are like these little die cuts or the stickers. Place your photos and embellishments, so the stickers and things on there. Write a caption or a note. We did not do that, but we could definitely write a note on, let's see, I can grab the back of this card and I can write a note about the picture above. So let me go ahead and add a sticker just to make it a little more festive. Grab myself a pen. And I could say Tula XII Conference 2024. And then maybe I add this little, no, don't want to do that. I can do this. Make my own little decor. Okay, and then just put great time with great friends. Carmen, Wendy, and Terry, top leaders with Tula XII. And I could go on to say more, but that kind of gives us a little background. So I've added a caption. So we're going to go ahead and slide this back in here, this pocket. And then on the other side, see, I have this picture matches this. So you can write caption or notes. And then the last two things you're going to do is review and adjust. Like, are there any changes that I want to make in these particular layouts or how I have it on here? And then if not, then you're going to finalize it. And we're just going to go ahead and stick that into our medium cover because our pockets are fitting the medium size. And close that down for the day and you are done. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple of other things that are releasing in September and how you can utilize those for scrapbooking as well, or scrap pocketing. So one of the first things obviously is sticker sheets. I love stickers, and Tula 12 is getting a couple of different sticker sheets. They fit very nicely with the two of the themes, so Autumn Air and Halloween. There are Autumn Air journal stickers and fun sticker sheets, and Halloween journal stickers and fun sticker sheets. There are also deco kits that match each one of those. I do not have them handy, but they match each one of those. And then there is also a card kit. And here's really fun thing. The card kits, although they are just a little bit bigger in paper, there's less paper to waste. So if you are not a card maker, but you want like the die cut elements or the fun elements out of here, like the buttons and the bows, you can use those on the kits as inside on these card kits as well, or the scrap pockets as well. Plus there is also the little list of sentiments that you can use as well. Let me see if I can find the sentiment sheet that you can add in there. So this one says, hello friend. You could do congratulations, best wishes. Maybe it's a happy birthday, a thinking of you just because. So you can utilize some of those same stickers in your scrap pockets, depending on what the theme of your scrap pocket happens to be or how you choose to use them. So lots of different ways that you can utilize many of the elements that we are getting for September right in your scrap pocket. So I encourage you to give it a try, friends. Grab a scrap pocket, participate, grab some photos, and then put together your own scrap pocket using these fun, enjoyable little kits that make scrapbooking way, way simple. And you can probably do an entire layout or an entire section of photos in not very much time. I've been hanging out with you here for about 20 minutes talking about the different products while I did this, but how much time did it take me to put together these 8 little slots right inside of my scrap pockets? So thank you guys for joining me. Have a fantastic afternoon, and I will see you all soon.